there friends, my name is Nicole and I'm here today with a video about how I organize my bullet journal. I know that bullet journaling is becoming fairly popular. I've been doing it for about 9 months now. Actually, yeah, exactly 9 months because I started in January of this past year. This is my bullet journal. It has a Hamilton sticker on the front. But I wanted to kind of just show you how I use it, what I put in it. I very much do my bullet journal very, for the point of being organized. I'm not that artistic of a person in terms of drawing and that kind of stuff. So it's not super creative like some people's are. If you want to see a really creative, cool bullet journal, you'd have to see my friend Jenna's. Actually comment in the comments below if you'd like to see hers, and maybe I could get her on the channel to show her bullet journal off. But I kind of just wanted to share with you because I have a lot of people ask me, how do I use my bullet journal? What do I do in my bullet journal? How to set up a bullet journal? And I thought that this would be a really great way to have a resource for people for what I do personally. Obviously, every person has to find out what works best for them, but this is how I do mine. So this is what my bullet journal looks like. It's actually not a Moleskine. It's a Piccadilly, I believe, which is a similar brand. I use this in conjunction with my Bando planner, which looks like this. It's really beautiful. I'm a huge fan of it. I use my planner for all things long term, putting in appointments and events and stuff like that. And then I use my bullet journal for my weekly spreads. So to start off, on the first inside cover, I have some stickers and a tweet of Lin-Manuel Miranda's that I find really inspiring. Next is my cover page, which has all my contact info if it was lost and I needed someone to get it back to me, so I'm not going to show that. And then here I have some more stickers and cutouts. This is my index. So what I do is I number the bottoms of every page in my bullet journal, and then I can index them here. I don't index all of my weekly spreads. I mostly do important things that I might want to come back to. Next is my key, which I did actually on a note card so that if I were to change it, I could take it out. I used to do everything color-coded, but I've decided recently to just do everything in all black because it's simpler. At the bottom I have a quote that I love because I tried to put quotes and other things like that I love throughout it to keep me inspired on a daily basis. So moving on from that, I have a couple of different things. First, I have, if you can see, my yearly calendar. This is really great because it lets me go and see what day of the week a specific date falls on. And I just have a couple of really important dates circled. Next, here's an example of a monthly calendar. I don't do these anymore, but I know a lot of people really like them. So you can write important things that you're doing every day in a month. You can see I have a lot of just random things. This is a habit tracker. Some people are really into this. I don't use it as much as I would like to, but they're very helpful whenever you're trying to make a new habit, trying to do something every day. So what you do is you write out all the days of the month, and then on the dates that you do it, you cross it off so that then you can kind of see and you don't want to break the chain, if that makes sense. All right, this is kind of an example of a weekly spread. This is how I do mine. Other people do theirs differently, of course. Then you can see that mine are interspersed with weekly spreads, notes from meetings, kind of anything that I'm doing, I might have in here. Whether that's just random lists or things that I need to remember, or if I'm trying to learn something, I'll write it out in here. So I figured I would show you how I do my weekly spread as I do it for this coming week. Another important point is that my favorite thing to use in my bullet journal are Sharpie pens. They're super fine tip pens, and they don't bleed through actually. They make them in a whole bunch of different colors as well, and I just think that they're the absolute best thing to use. So to start out, what I'll do is I'll count how many lines I want to have in each box. Now, I think I do about 10 in each, but I also will go back and find the most recent page so I can find the line here, and then I'll just draw it. I try not to be too fussy about my bullet journal. Whenever I started it, because I'm quite a perfectionist, I would get really upset if I missed a line or I did something wrong, but nowadays I just kind of do the best that I can and don't expect it to be perfect, because the truth of the matter is I'm only going to see it for 7 days of my life. Now I like to do it like this because I know that I do more during the week, and then I just make tiny boxes for the weekend. However, whenever I was in New York this summer and I was doing an equal amount on the weekend, I just kind of made these boxes a bit smaller to fit 4 on this side. So the first thing that I do is I see, let's see, the first day of the week is going to be the 3rd. So I'll write a 3 here. I put it in this little flag thing. and I write the day of the week by it. This just helps me have a visual marker of what it is. And then I go ahead and do that for the rest. As you can see, these little flag things don't always turn out perfect, but that's okay because I'm not asking for them to be perfect. So the next thing I'll do is figure out kind of what I have going on in the coming week. So for that, I'll look at my calendar and see what I will be going to. The first thing I know I'm going to be going to is my classes for the week. So the first thing I always do is put in my classes and my work schedule for the whole week. How my system works is I use these tiny dots like this, but open circles, for events. Then whenever I go to the event, I'll fill in the circle. For tasks, I'll put a box, and then I can fill in the box whenever I do that task. It really helps me see visually what I've accomplished in a day. Another tip, if you can't remember when your classes are, you can always flip back to the week before. If there's anything super important for me to remember, I'll typically write it at the top of a day, so I leave a space, such as a test, a project that's due, someone's birthday, an important holiday, anything like that I'll put up there. The next thing that I'll do is get out my calendar, see what I have on there for special occasions and meetings for the coming week, and then put those into my bullet journal as well. And whenever that's done, I'm done for the week. Whenever the week actually comes, I'll write down my tasks, like I said, with little squares. And I tend to write down everything from homework assignments I'm hoping to get done to do your laundry or pick up your package, just so that I can see what it is I need to accomplish in a day. This really helps me plan my time better and also understand where my free time is if I need to meet with people or go to the store for something or schedule a meeting with a teacher. And that's basically it to my bullet journal, other than the fact that I use it for other lists like books that I want to read or movies that I want to watch. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this was helpful to you maybe, or it gave you some ideas and inspiration for your own bullet journals. If you have any questions, just leave them in the comments below or tweet me at NicoleAckman16. While we're talking about social media, don't forget to follow me on Twitter and Instagram at NicoleAckman16 and check out my blog, www.flowercrownsandrevolutionaries.blogspot.com. Also, if you like this video, if you'd like to see more bullet journal type videos, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up. And of course, subscribe to my channel if you want to see the new content that I come out with every week. Every week I upload a video. They range from hauls to videos like this to conversations about university or theater topics. And then every Sunday I upload a weekly vlog. So if you'd like to see more, make sure you subscribe. And until then, thanks for watching.